Hello everyone, welcome to my Royal Family official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The public preview of King Charles's secluded Scottish retreat has sold out of gold dust tickets. The unexpected decision to provide an exclusive look at royal life this summer was exclusively disclosed by the Scottish Sun yesterday. The ticket page was creaking and couldn't keep up with the demand, which infuriated punters. Additionally, in less than a day after going on sale, the £100 passes to visit inside Balmoral Castle brought in around £140,000 for the king. However, only 40 tickets per day will be available for purchase, meaning that access to the Aberdeenshire site would still be limited to a select few. There was an online waitlist for the adult-only experience, listed on the Balmoral estate website this morning. However, when it was their turn, the popular tickets had already sold out, so the patient consumers were left out. There are only a few tickets left on the few remaining days, but they cost £150, which is more expensive, but these ones come with afternoon tea. For £17.50, adult tickets to the standard admission are still available. These tickets just grant entry to the gardens and do not include the new interior tour. There were just 40 tickets available each day between July 1 and August 4. The demand was so great that the castle's website buckled under the weight of the number of visitors who wanted to see the castle that they were dismayed by how soon the tickets sold out. The building most likely couldn't handle 100x the foot traffic, one person commented. As it is, it appears to have broken the ticketing system. Highgrove is half an hour from where I live and £34.50, although I've never been, but as soon as I saw this yesterday I wanted to go, and knew I'd have to save. The Balmoral website crashed, another person wrote. Demand outpaced supply. Another stated, more tickets need to be released for the internal castle tour. The private island of Balmoral is run at a cost of approximately £3 million annually, of which half is derived from tourism. The estate made the following announcement regarding the difficult-to-get tickets. Access to the interior of Balmoral Castle has been restricted to the public since its completion in 1855 until now. We are excited to announce the debut of the Balmoral Experience, internal castle private tours, for the first time in history. Learn about Balmoral's history and heritage, led by our experienced guides through several of the exquisite rooms within Balmoral Castle. Fortunate guests have the opportunity to go back in time to when Queen Victoria and Prince Albert bought the Balmoral estate. Additionally, they get to tour a few of the chambers in the castle that are occupied by the royal family, including their Majesties the King and Queen. Renowned royal writer Robert Hardman declared that he had foreseen King Charles to open up Balmoral, the place where his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, passed away on September 10, 2022. As well as rehanging many of the pictures, he is busy replacing some of the more threadbare patches of tartan on walls and floors. Mr. Hardman wrote in his groundbreaking book Charles IOI, New King, New Court. He intends to improve the grounds even further. He requested the estate office to start construction on a maze shortly after taking office, similar to the one he had set up at Dumfries House. Despite his childhood love of mazes, he does not do it for personal gain. He is shaped like a thistle. It is part of his plans to draw more members of the public to the estate. Free admission to the grounds is currently offered by the king on days when the family is not there. Balmoral is a piece of private land. It does, however, require foot traffic from the general public in order to stay competitive with other stately homes, benefit the larger community, and help pay the expenses. The late Queen's representatives carefully considered a number of choices, including operating all winter long, but the recommendations were uninspiring. Like with Buckingham Palace projections, greater access can sometimes mean greater costs, a former official stated. Hiring personnel is the issue. It would be necessary to train up a full-time staff, and the anticipated winter tourist numbers simply do not support that. so it only becomes logical to open for just a few months. King Charles's beloved Balmoral will host an exhibition of his artwork, which has graced everything from wine and whiskey bottles to the world's finest galleries, in an effort to draw tourists and raise funds. Balmoral would be mostly closed to the public until the following April, and the late Queen would often stay until the first week of October. During the season, only the castle ballroom, which housed the late Queen's coffin, and a portion of the gardens were accessible to the public. The King and Queen Camilla typically reside at the estate's Berkhole, which is their favorite house and the location of their honeymoon and almost every anniversary thereafter. However, during the state visitors' stays, they move into the castle for a few weeks. The Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is anticipated to be among them once more. For the first time ever, royal enthusiasts may enjoy an exclusive tour of the storied East Wing of Buckingham Palace. Since 1851, the royal family has held important events in the same rooms. On this fantastic royal trip, go inside history with a knowledgeable tour guide. Now this summer, visitors will get the chance to see inside the East Wing of the palace. The fascinating 45-minute program includes a tour of the renowned state rooms with an expert guide. Admirers can also view the center room and the magnificent Royal Collection's masterpieces. The room that opens onto the famous balcony that Queen Victoria initially stepped onto is also visible to visitors. You will, however, need to move quickly because each tour can only accommodate 20 individuals at a time. Tour of the East Wing. Next event, daily on Monday, July 15, 2024, Monday, July 15, 2024, Saturday, August 31, 2024. Certain hours between 9:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. £75 for an adult, £63.50 young person, 18 to 24, child, 5 to 17, £59 access companion, free under 5 free disabled £59. East Wing creation. The artwork from the Royal Collection is housed in the major rooms of the East Wing, which are decorated with Oriental furnishings. After initially being used to adorn Brighton's Royal Pavilion for George IV, some pieces were moved to the palace. The palace's East Wing was erected in 1849 for Queen Victoria and her household. When her uncle William IV passed away, she moved into the opulent house. Prior to that time, a monarch had never lived in Buckingham Palace. Originally intended to be a courtyard, Edward Blore designed the new wing, which was financed by the sale of the Royal Pavilion. Prince Albert proposed that the now famous centre balcony be built, and the architect is praised for creating it. As a representation of the relationship between the people and the king, it is currently regarded as one of the most precious elements of the palace. Temporary East Wing design. As previously mentioned, the East Wing features decor with a Chinese style that was influenced by the Royal Pavilion. George IV's passion for the culture and its relics was the source of this. The principal corridor, the center room, and the yellow drawing room are located in this wing. It happens at the same time as visitors can have a tour of the royal chambers in the house where Queen Elizabeth II passed away in a historic first. For the first time ever, King Charles is letting guests inside Balmoral Castle, which is located close to Ballater, Aberdeenshire. Admission costs £150, which includes afternoon tea. Royal admirers are being granted access to the royal family's rooms for the first time. Prior reports have indicated that the king desires to increase revenue by prolonging the operating hours of royal residences, such as Buckingham Palace. Previously, just the ballroom at Balmoral was open to paying guests. Visitors may see a selection of rooms within the castle that are used by their Majesties, the King and Queen, and other members of the royal family, according to a statement from Balmoral. The drawing room, where the late Queen was last seen with former PM Liz Truss, is anticipated to be among the spaces. However, it is anticipated that the Queen's bedroom would remain off-limits. There will only be 40 tickets available per day, and they will cost a pretty penny, £100 each, or £150 if afternoon tea is included. The statement adult-only experience refers to it. Tickets go on sale on July 1 and run until August 4. So what do you